Hi everyone, so here is the site that I have created to use for my classes. My main intention with this site is to be a parent communication tool. Currently my school uses Google Classroom, so I'm going to maintain that as my primary mode of student communication. But there's going to be a lot of similarities between that page and this page. The nice thing is that parents will be able to actually access the content and information on this website, whereas they can't do that on Google Classroom. So this main page is meant to be just some general information that's going to apply to all of my classes, giving a little intro at the front, and then explaining where stuff is. So the links are below. To get specific class information, go to the menu, and then giving them a contact email address for myself. The class resource links, these are the links that are used across the board through all of my classes. So providing the name of the website and then a little description for what it is used for. And then for a couple of them, including common username and password information because students sometimes forget that. So being middle schoolers, it's important for the students to be responsible, but it's also good to give them a little bit of information and reminders. So all of these websites are linked. For example, this is our math textbook. So the students and the parents would be able to access that. And then if you continue to scroll down, I have the two most common pieces of paper used in my classroom. A lot of my students prefer to print off this graph paper so they can open it in a new tab and print it off at home. Similarly, the retake ticket is available. So again, all of these resources are available for the students on Google Classroom, but this gives the parents access to them as well. And then a little bit further into the page in the About Me section, just a brief overview of who I am so that the parents can kind of get to know me. I do this introduction with the students in class on the first day of school, but this gives the parents a chance to get to know me a little bit more personally. Included a couple pictures and then a link to a video that I also show the students that's an introduction to myself. And then each of my classes has their own page. I broke it up like this so that the parents are able to focus in on a particular class. Right now the 6th grade page is the only one that's as up to date as possible. So I included a picture of the math book so that the parents know which book that their students are going to be working out of. And then just a brief overview of the topics and indicating that the syllabus is at the bottom of the page. My intention is to, throughout the year, I show some videos to students or just have extra links and resources that I make available to students. So those could also be posted on this page so that parents would also have access to them. So this one is just a link to a YouTube video that we use in class that I use in class to teach students how to divide fractions. So the parents would be able to refer to that common language while they're helping kids with homework. And then I also included each class's Google Calendar, which is linked directly to their Google Classroom page. Obviously right now there's no assignments, but if I scroll back to May, parents would be able to see what is due, and by clicking on it they would be able to see exactly the specific content of the assignment. However, they wouldn't have access to the notes or other stuff that I posted on Google Classroom. So that keeps some of the responsibility on the students while still helping the parents to encourage their students to have good study habits and also make everyone aware, for example, of test days so that they know what information is coming up. And then, like I said, at the bottom is the course syllabus so that parents and students can always refer back to that. So that's the general idea behind the page that I am designing. If you have any tips or suggestions, please let me know.